or a lifesaver, have been a lifesaver for me. And that's what's kind of funny about from when it went from just a side gig to it now being full time. It's still working it around my own schedule, no matter what it looks like, whether it was when it was a full time job to now this being the full time job.
I love that. And it's so funny that you said she's only 2 because she is the most well-behaved, like 18 to
Yeah.
21 months, I feel like is the hardest age. And I got to meet Palmer on our latest success trip, and she was so well-behaved,
Thank
way
you.
more mature than her years. So,
More
how do
mature than me.
right. How do those success trips impact you or impact your family?
Gosh, well, I mean, so Palmer's turns 2 next month, and she's already been on an airplane 3 times, has traveled internationally 3 times, and that's for sure something that I would not have been able to do for my family. I mean, that's not something that I would be able to provide. My husband and I did okay. But I think, going on a trip like that, that's something that we would have to save for several months, or you save for an entire year to take that big family vacation. And so being able to provide those experiences for my family is something that I wouldn't have been able to do had it not been for the opportunity to earn 2 trips a year. And also, my very first trip I ever went on, I earned that by myself. I went on that trip. I did not have a team. Actually, I did not get to go on that trip because of COVID, but I earned that first trip by myself. And ever since then, trips 2 through 8, I have brought a team with me on every single trip. And so that's something that's really, really important to me is I want other women and other moms to be able to experience the same thing, to be able to provide for their family, especially if they would not have been able to do that otherwise. So that for me is something that's really, really important.
I love that. And it's so true. Like when you start this business, you might have come to this call because it's like, I would love to be able to pay my grocery bill, or I'd love to be able to fill up my gas tank and not have to look at my bank account. Like those are small things that I know for me as a teacher, I wanted to be able to do. I honestly wanted mommy and me matching clothes, which we're about to have a special guest come and talk to me. Can you say hi? Say hi, everyone. And so let's see. This is the beauty of this business is we can truly do it alongside little guys. Everyone's like, I wish you could see everyone. We can't see it. Let me fix it. So, I'll continue my story in just a second, but I want to pass it over to Gemma, who's been doing this business for 5 years, or I guess five-time trip earner, 3 years. So, Gemma, take it away.
I forgot it was on mute. Yeah. So I am in a totally different season of life than Kimberly and Layla. I have 2 girls. My husband and I have 2 girls. They are 14 and 17 now. And so my busy looks very different from their busy. I homeschool both of our girls. I've always homeschooled both of our girls. And so the way that this business has fit in for me is I'm an early riser. I like to get up and get stuff done. I've been like that since they were little. And that's when I get a big chunk of my day going and tasks done for my business. And then my phone goes on do not disturb, and I give them my undivided attention. They are very independent learners, so I do have a little bit more flexibility, not having to make lunches and breakfast and things like that and be completely hands on. But in this season of life, knowing now that I have a senior who turns 18 later this year, my time with them is running short, right? I'm having them home. And so while they might not be super dependent on me, I'm very intentional about shutting everything down and giving them my undivided attention because I won't have that time with them for very much longer. And I'll quit talking about that so I don't cry. But yeah, and I up until very recently, until my oldest started driving, I spend a lot of time in the car, right? We go through seasons where we're texting our kids. I see Jill on here who has kids that are in different sports. And so I would sit in parking lots while they're at lacrosse practice or they're at violin or whatever it might be. And that's when I would get a lot of my work time done. So it's just like Layla said, you just really fit it in pockets of time during your day. And honestly, it just really looks different for everyone. We're two examples that stay home, but there are plenty of women who do work full time whose day looks exactly like us, like ours, right? Fitting it in those pockets of time when they can.
I love that. And it still amazes me that you can homeschool. That would be like a dream of mine. But as a former teacher, it's like I should just step away from that for now. So, how do you feel like the being able to earn the trips? I know the income is absolutely amazing, but there's something special about the community too. So, how do you feel like earning trips has impacted your life or your family's life?
And that's what's been truly amazing is getting to take my family on these trips. As a stay-at-home mom, not earning an income before, or being able to treat my family to trips like that. It was never his money, my money. And Scott has always done very well, and very proud of him for what he's done and accomplished in his career. But it's so nice to be able to go, like his birthday Saturday, to go, I bought this for you. You know what I mean? It's still our money, but it is really, and it's just very special to be able to feel like I earned that and I can give back and treat him. And then taking us on trips. I never would have been able to treat my family like that. And so we've been on 5 trips. The girls haven't come on all of them, but it really is something awesome that we can do together as a family. And they've been able, not only have I made lifelong friends, my best friends I talk to every single day, my kids have made friends that they are in contact with, kids from all over the United States. And my husband too. They've got their own little text group and golf group and all that. So it really has just been something that is now for our entire family. That's just been a huge blessing for us all.
Yeah, and I think that's one of my favorite parts because I don't know about y'all, but like it's not like husbands necessarily just try to keep friendships. And so seeing our husbands meet new people because of this business and they can relate because it's like, oh yeah, your wife does this, my wife does this. So that's been really fun to see them all keep in touch and like you said, have those text groups and have so much fun together. So thanks for sharing. One of the things that I was going to say is just each of y'all who have talked, it didn't originally start with, oh, I want to stay home and have, all these amazing things. It just started with a small why. And like I was saying with before Graham, with Addison, it was matching mommy and me clothes. And for me to not have to check the bank account and say, hey, this is why I just spent $25 on a Cinco de Mayo shirt or whatever. And being able to start something that wasn't taking me away from my family was huge. Because when I first taught, I was also doing photography and it's great, but it just still took me away from my family. And I love that we can fit this in pockets of time around them and their schedules. So, with that is none other than Karen, who has been doing this business for about 2.5 years. She personally is the best to speak on putting this into pockets of time during your day because she does still have a full-time job and she teaches pretty much other teachers and helps them get certified. And then she also has a fashion side business. So she is a jack of all trades or a queen of all trades. And she's been very 2 trips. So, Karen, how are you doing this business?
Okay, so yes, I retired in 2019 after 30 years of education, and I had a better gig. I was going to do national training, and that all was going great. And then COVID hit. And all of a sudden, my national speaking stuff came to a halt. And when I retired, my husband and I were not financially ready to retire. I just had a better gig. Well, once COVID hit, I decided I think I need to go back to what I was doing. And I'm doing that now on a contract basis, but they suck me dry all as many hours as they can get me, they have me. But I am finding this business to be it brings my joy back to my life, because when I go and I help these teachers, so I help 200 right now I'm helping 200 teachers that are not certified in education become certified in education. And these individuals they're just working themselves to death. And then I hear them talking about having to get a summer job, or I hear them talk about having to put their child in daycare and how they can't afford to have another child because they can't afford the first child in daycare. And it has just been so heavy on my heart that I have made it a personal mission. And there are probably girls on this call that are tired of hearing from me, but I just thank you for getting on the call, because I want them to have a summer with their children, or I want that stay-at-home mom to feel like she's like Kimberly and she can do something or add to the family, or like Gemma, without feeling like she's not contributing. And so how I fit the business into my time is very similar to how they do it. But honestly, I do mine more at night. Like I get up in the morning to go to work, but then at lunch, at the end of the day, sometimes at a stoplight, I'm doing things, but most of the time it's at night. And it brings me joy, because I love serving people and helping other women feel good and look good.
And you are so good at that in all areas. So I love so much that you have been able to not only help women feel good, on the outside with their clothing and everything, but also on the inside and all the products they're putting on their skin and stuff. So overall, how would you say this business has affected you or impacted your life, or even the trips?
So not a lot of people know this. I just don't ever really talk a lot about it. But in January, when I came home from one of my trips, my husband had been laid off. And he just is at a point where he can, age-wise, he could start collecting Social Security. But again, financially and for what we pictured our life to be at retirement, we're not there. So it helps me to know that this business takes a little pressure off of our family for him to have to go back out and find the same level of income producing, work as he had before. But as far as the business, the 2 trips we have taken have been amazing, because everybody in this community welcomes us like we're their family. We never feel like we're the old people or anything like that. But what I love about it is that was our dream in our retirement, was to travel. And without this business, we would not be doing that. Or if we did, it would look very different. So overall, it's impacted us to give us a little bit more financial security in the time that he's not working, at the same time allowing us to experience the dream of traveling and spending time together in our retirement, even though I'm still working.
Well, that is so special. And there's nothing more satisfying than hearing that even in a hardship, this has been able to do so much for your family. So I'm so thankful for you and that perspective. So thanks for sharing. And now we get to talk to Amber, who everyone loves. Amber. She has been doing this business for 2.5 years, already in the top 3%, earned so many trips, and she does it alongside 2 littles. She has great experience because she's been doing direct sales for, over 10 years. So she is going to help us see why Nu Skin is different than everybody else.
Woo! Thank you, Kimberly. Okay, so I am very passionate about this because I have done my research. And in fact, at the company I was with before, in direct sales, I had been searching for the last couple years-ish for something else. But I always came up empty-handed, like it just wasn't quite the right fit. It didn't have everything I wanted until Nu Skin. And I really just fell in love with the Lumi Spa, and it changed my skin, and I wanted to help everyone else change their skin too. But whenever I discovered a little more information about this business, I was like, this is it. This is the one. This is the one I've been looking for. So I'm so excited to share that with you because in my soul, I feel this and I love this company. So number one, okay, one of the things that sets them apart is that it really is free. It's really free, guys. Everyone always says, okay, but how much? No, $0, you guys, $0. So that means there are no kits to buy. That means your training is completely free. And by the way, for anyone, like, for example, my sister was not on social media. She made fun of me for being on social media. She was what she called herself a creeper. And that's all she did was creep on everybody else. And then she would go and like take screenshots and like send it to her friends and they laugh about people and me. And then she learned about this business and that it was free and that you could make good money. And she was like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me learn how to do this. And she took the free training and it taught her exactly how to post, what to post, when to post, and it took all the guesswork out. So even if you don't know social media, just like my sister was, no problem, because we have a free training that is honestly foolproof. It is like handed to you on a silver platter, I'm telling you. You get a free website. I mean, truly, guys, there's nothing that you pay for at all. So I was like, okay, that's incredible, right? Number two is that you don't have to carry inventory. I was so tired of carrying inventory, guys. It was taking up my office and I just didn't want to have to deal with it anymore. And so I love the fact that I don't have to keep a single thing at all, ever, never. So that was impressive to me. That it's a true affiliate program. So if you're like, well, what is an affiliate? So just like on Instagram, the girls who are like, oh, I got it on Amazon, click here to buy it. It's the same thing. Or maybe they're working for a boutique and they're an affiliate for a boutique. Let me just tell you, I am an affiliate for a couple boutiques. And this affiliate program pays way, way better. We actually pay up to 40% commission, but I'm not going to get into all that part of it. I'm actually going to let my friend here in a minute get into that part of it. The fact that there's no minimums. So when you decide to become an affiliate, there are no minimums at all to stay an affiliate. Now, if you want to move up in the business and make more money, there are some minimums, but I love that, like, all I wanted to do was share about the Lumi Spa and help my friends feel beautiful. And I could do that with links for free. And I didn't have any minimums or inventory to keep. I was like, this is fantastic. This is a big one. The fact that the company is publicly traded. That means they have to release their financial reports to the public, you guys, regularly. That and the fact that they pay, like I said, they pay up to 40% commission. They're the only company that's done that for 40 years or just shy of 40 years. And I always just like to throw this out here too, because I just think it's very impressive. We're one of the only companies that has been on the Fortune 500 list multiple times. So I'm like, okay, and they're debt free, solid company, right? And let's see, the trips are fantastic. You guys already heard about the trips. I'm not going to go into those, but like knowing that we could go to Hawaii and it wasn't going to come out of our pocket, that was ginormous. And that was the first trip that we could earn. I told my husband, I signed up. He didn't even know I signed up because it was free. So why do I need to tell him? And then I said, hey, I'm taking us to Hawaii. You guys, before I was in direct sales, I was a special education teacher. In Oklahoma, there is no way I would have ever been able to afford to take us on any type of vacation, especially Hawaii. So I was like, let me take you on a trip, baby. And then finally, the fact that there's 4 streams of income, you guys, not just one, okay? And when you start, you don't just earn 1, you earn 2, but there's 4 streams of income. And I'm going to actually let my bestie that I started this business with, I'm going to let her take over from here and she's going to go more in depth with that. So I'd love to introduce you to my girl, Alicia DeCurtains. She and I have been in this business the exact same amount of time. So 2.5 years. She has earned 4 trips. She's on her way to her 5th. She's they just celebrated their 20th anniversary, you guys. Yay. And she has 2 boys, a tween and a teen, and they are very busy. She's basically an Uber driver these days. And formerly to direct sales, she was actually in the corporate world as well. So without further ado, here's my girl, Alicia.
Thanks, Amber. Such a sweet intro. Hey, everybody. So my favorite part, well, I love Amber's part too, because it talks about what really sets our business apart. And I think there's so many options out there, but we really identify all of those things that she said that really are differentiators for our company and our brand. And so we're so proud of those. But now I want to tell you, because I don't think anyone is on this call to learn how they can go work for free. I think we all want to know, how do we make money doing this business? So I'm going to break this down for you as concise as I can, but you may want to take notes for this part. So we do have 4 streams of income, as Amber mentioned. The first 2 are available to anyone to earn. So when she was talking about being an affiliate, when you sign up, you become an affiliate, you sign up using a free link, and you automatically have access to your back office, a website, the trainings we were referencing, and you can share the products with others. You can share these links we've been talking about, or you can purchase products and share them that way. But as an affiliate, you have these access to these 2 streams of income. The first of which is called retail profit. Okay, so this is just the difference between what you pay, so our cost as affiliates for the product, and then what you turn around and sell it for, which is, we typically recommend retail price. So for something like our toothpaste, which is what we love to launch people with in this business, you make, you sell, well, our base cost for it is $13, and you turn around and sell it for $23. So it's $10 in your pocket every tube of toothpaste that you sell. In addition to that, the second stream that's available to you is what our company assigns every product a dollar amount that they want to give us just for sharing the product. So it's kind of like a little kickback. They call it a sharing bonus. So for toothpaste, I think it's something around $1. Okay, so let's just assume you're getting $11 for every tube of toothpaste that you sell. Now, there is a way to increase that retail profit by buying bulks. So we have bulks available, which drives our cost way down, which allows you to drive your retail profit way up if you choose to do so. Okay. So those first 2 streams of income, as Amber mentioned, require no minimums to be met. You can do that. You could sell 100 tubes of toothpaste this month, not do anything next month, come back in June or July and sell another 100 tubes of toothpaste. Those are always going to be available to you. Okay. So then our third stream of income, we unlock this, or it becomes available to us when we hit a certain threshold of sales. I don't like to go totally into the details there, but when you hit this certain threshold of sales, you become a brand representative. And at this level, you are eligible to earn commission. Okay. We call it a building bonus, a fancy name for commission. Commission is based on a sliding scale from 5 to 40%. So the more you sell, the higher your commission goes. And Amber mentioned too, 40%, that is the highest commission payout in the industry. And we're the only company who's done that consistently for 40 years. So we're very proud of that. And you can imagine that all of a sudden you're earning the first 2 streams of income as an affiliate. Now you add the third stream on top of it. So it's in addition to, those don't go away. It's in addition to, you can see just how quickly your paycheck can explode. And I like to say this part is, when you're an affiliate, you're probably earning somewhere in the realm of hundreds of dollars. Okay. Like on average, hundreds of dollars. When you unlock that commission, we're looking more like thousands of dollars. So house payments, saving for that extra vacation that you want to take, looking more in that realm when you become a brand representative. Then that fourth and final stream of income we've been referencing is called our leading bonus. And this is something that we unlock when we invite others to come alongside us in this business. So as they become successful, you're rewarded by the company for coaching them, supporting them, guiding them, and helping them in the business. It's not taken out of their pockets, so they get their commission and their retail profit. This is in addition to that, okay? So when you've unlocked all 4, you're looking at more like thousands of dollars and on up. Okay. So kind of the sky is the limit. You also, when you hit that brand representative level, you are eligible to earn those amazing trips we've been talking about. Okay. These are the icing on the cake for all of us. This is something we all work towards because let me tell you, once you earn a trip, you never want to not earn a trip. They are so amazing. They are 1000% paid for by our company, and it's for you plus two or plus one. I wish plus two. It's for you plus one. So you get to choose who you bring with you. A lot of us obviously bring our husbands. People bring their sisters, their moms. These trips are incredible. They cement the business for the husband. So like, get that husband on a trip, and all of a sudden he'll be your biggest fan. He'll be recruiting people for you because it shows them the community and it shows them the potential of this business. So you unlock the eligibility to earn the trips. You earn trip points as you're kind of moving up in your sales. And you also have to have 2 people alongside you in the business to be eligible for these trips as well. But they're huge opportunities. So fun. Okay. And then finally, my last piece here is we talked about that retail profit. We are so pumped because we're on the cusp of the biggest launch in the history of our company, in the history of 40 years of our company. And we know that this launch is going to change so many lives and change the business. The reason is because the retail profit potential is insanity. Okay. This is a very desirable product. It is a plant-based lash and brow serum. I'm sure you guys all love to have beautiful lashes. I'm sure everyone on this call is at one point put mascara on your lashes to make them look longer, fuller, thicker. Well, this is going to be a game changer in the industry. We're so pumped about it. It's the only product like it. And just by sharing this product with 18 women, okay, do you think you can like sit there for just a hot second and think, do you know 18 women who want longer, fuller, more luscious lashes? Anybody? So with 18 women, you can make $572 profit in your pocket. That is not including an investment. That is pure profit that you will take home from sharing this amazing product with just 18 women. So I just want you to sit on that for a second. Think about that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone would welcome $572 extra dollars in a month. If you know 36 people, it's double that. All of a sudden we're looking at paid for summer vacations with just one product that we're sharing that we know is something that everyone's going to love. So huge, huge potential. That's why we're talking about this business so much right now, because we want you all to experience being in on the ground level of that. Forbes magazine says the best time to join a company is during the launch of a product. And so we are here. We've got the product. We've got the gift for you. It's yours for the taking. We're just so excited. So without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic, if you will, over to Miss Wendy Weiser, who has been with the company, I think, a little over 3 years. She's earned 5 trips. She works this business alongside her law enforcement hubby. She's raising her tween son, who's getting ready to move on to junior high. And she is an incredible inspiration to all of us. So you're so lucky to get to listen to her and have her close us out on this call tonight. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're amazing, Alicia. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick so that we can all get off of here and go message whoever it was that brought you to this call today. So I just want everybody to know that if you're feeling confused at all about everything that you just heard, if nothing really made sense to you, if it was a lot of fast talk and you've never really done direct sales before or had a side gig, that's okay. I just want everybody to know it's okay. And this is a safe space and a safe community and a close community that we have. I know that you're hearing like we've won trips and we've done all these amazing things and we've been able to quit jobs and provide for our family. And I just want you to know that we have all become so close and we all truly have servants' hearts. And the reason why we invite you to this call is because we want you to know that this life is not just for us, guys. It is our job to share it with you and to show you what you are worthy of and what you are capable of and what you can do. And every one of these women, corporate, teachers, homeschool, Alicia and Amber, they are the queens at explaining the comp plan and the business side of this. We are all here for everybody who wants to jump on board with us. So I just want to tell you real quick, I have done a few different side hustles before. This is truly, and I'm not just saying this is truly the only one that I decided to join that actually filled my soul. Every single one of them, I always joined because I wanted the discount, or it lasted like a hot minute because I thought I had a great idea. I'm going on to 3 years now, and I know you guys don't know me, but that is huge for me. And there's something I posted on my Facebook today that I wanted to share with everybody on here because it is so true, and I want this to really sink in. You are always one decision away from living a completely different life. That goes for everything, right? But I want you to really let that sink in as you're listening to all of us. You're always one decision away from living a completely different life. And that's what I did personally. Last time when we were on this call, I shared that my daughter got really upset because I didn't quit my job so that I could pick her up from school, because I can now pick my son up, because that was important to me. And I told her it was all in God's timing. And God wasn't ready for me to quit my job of 23 years yet. He was waiting for her to go to college. And so I brought her home from college yesterday. And today we've been unpacking and doing crazy stuff. And she's like, okay, Mom, I've got a plan. Every day we're going to work out for 1 hour. I'm going to help you work for two hours a day. And then we're going to go lay out every day for 2 hours. And I actually thought to myself, oh my gosh, I can't wait for 2 hours. And then I was like, yes, I'm going to lay out with this girl for 2 hours every day, because that's something that I never had before. I didn't get summers with my babies before, y'all. And this opportunity, this group, this community has given that to me. So I want that for you guys. I truly do. So, here's the deal. Action steps, right? You just heard Alicia talk about this launch that's about to change your life. It truly is. So when we get off of this call, whoever invited you to this call, I want you to just go message them and say, okay, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm all in, because I want you to trust whoever invited you to this call, because I promise you, all these girls that you heard talking, they all helped me become successful, and they can help you become successful too. So that is the first commitment that you have to make, is just jump on the phone with them, say, okay, I'm ready. What is my next step? And then they're going to help you and hold your hand. Nobody is sending people out to the wolves. I promise that's not how we do it here. So I'm excited for everybody that got on this call. And I think that we're going to end it now. Kimmy, are we done? Are you going to say anything?
You did great. I hope you enjoy all those summer days with your kiddos.
That is right. Hey.
Bye, all.
Thank you, guys. Bye.